Hey guys, welcome back. Today we'll start with a very important topic in Excel. This is kind of bread butter of Excel that you need to know, and that is pivot tables. Now, to get into pivot tables, we need to first understand why we require pivot tables. So, this is a extremely powerful tool that you can use to slice and dice your data. Yeah, you can track and analyze hundreds of thousands of data points with a compact table. Suppose you have millions of rows or thousands of rows that you want to analyze and try to find out some insights out of the data. You can use pivot table. It is a very simple tool. We'll see to it how it is being created, and then we'll try to understand what are the points that you need to look at when you are using pivot tables. And there are some tools as well involved in pivot tables, which I'll take you through. So creating pivot table is extremely simple and fast. It helps you in churning your data instantly by simply dragging the fields, sorting or filtering by different calculations of the data. Uh, you can also create presentations for your data to gain more insights, or you can create charts out of those data or the table that you create. So it is a good tool to create reports on a fly. So producing multiple reports from a pivot table in a matter of seconds, it's really easy. So moreover, it provides an interactive table, so you can play around with it, get on various cuts to understand what's happening on that data. So through this entire session on pivot tables, we'll try to understand what are pivot tables, how we can create pivot tables, how we can modify or format each of them. Yeah. But before getting into that, you need to understand the various aspects that are involved in pivot table. But before getting into aspect, again, we'll start with creating the pivot tables. Yeah. So there are various ways in which we can create pivot table. You can create pivot tables directly from the data range that I have. So suppose I have this data range in my Excel. There's around 30 rows. It could be thousands of rows. I've just kept it very simple as of now. So suppose I have this pivot table, which I want to create a report of. Yeah. So I can create it through a range. Yeah. So this is a range of data that I have in front of me. Okay. Second is by creating a table. We have seen it in a previous video. How do we create it? By getting into insert table. So I create a table first, and then we create a pivot table out of it. We can do that way as well. Or we can straight away use the recommended pivot tables which are available. Okay, so I'll show you all the methods one by one. So first we'll try by doing creating pivot table with the help of range. So I need to first select the data, or you'll be asked to select the data when you try to create the pivot table. What we need to do is we need to get to the ribbon. On the ribbon, you need to get on the insert tab on the ribbon. And within the insert tab, you have the tables group. Within the tables group, you have pivot table and you have recommended pivot table. So what happens is when I click on recommended pivot table, it shows me multiple tables that are available directly recommended by your Excel. So Excel brings you can find Excel becoming more and more smarter, by which it is able to analyze your data and recommend you or pivot, a table which would be good for you as a summary. Yeah. So let's start with the first and easiest option, that is recommended pivot table. So I on the insert tab, once again in the tables group, I click on recommended pivot tables. Yeah, it automatically selects the data. You see there the data has been automatically selected and it has recommended me various. So it has given me sum of employees by months. Yeah, it has given me day works by the finance. It has given the heading. You can check that sum of days worked, sum of overtime or sum of leave days by name. Yeah, and from which department it is. You can have sum of overtime and sum of leave days by name. So there are various pivot table which it has created based on the data and what it feels relevant. So it has given me sales by month. Yeah. So I'll just click on one of the pivot table. I say give me sales by month. That's pretty easier. And I'll say okay. Yeah. So it has automatically created a new sheet here. You can see it has created a sheet 1 and it has given me the summary of the data. That is my pivot table here. Okay. That's one way of creating. We'll see all the options that are available at a later stage. I'll just right now let you understand how we can create pivot tables first, and then we'll go into various options that are available. Okay. So that was one way of creating. Second, again, I go to insert. This time, not on recommended pivot table, I can have pivot table. It will open this create pivot table dialog box. In this, it will ask you to select a range. I can select the range from here. So I can select the entire range, or I can select some of the data. I usually select the entire range or the entire data that has to be pivoted. You can also have an external source. So I can choose a connection which I've created and use that source. Yeah, or I can use the tables from various uh, sheets that I have created. Yeah, right now I'll not go into it. Select table. Let's create a simple. Now there are two other options that are available here. It is where do I create that table? Whether I should create a new sheet or existing sheet. If I click on existing sheet, it will ask me the location. So I can specify the location. I want the pivot table to be created in N row or here, wherever I want to. Just select that and it will create the table there. Next is add this data to the data model. We'll see this in a very advanced session when we worked on the Power Query where we create data models. Right now, you just need to concentrate on how do you select the range and whether you want the pivot table on a new worksheet or a existing worksheet. Existing worksheet means it will uh, ask me to select any of the worksheet which are already there on your workbook, or it will create a new worksheet altogether. If I say new worksheet, okay, it will altogether created a new worksheet. You can see here. Yeah. If I select the same worksheet, so I say insert pivot table, existing worksheet, and if I select this cell here in M column, I'll say okay. So it is expecting me to create the pivot table on the same sheet on which the data is available or any other sheet that I select. And the various options that are available here on the right hand side, which we can use to create a pivot tables. Okay, right now I'll just remove this. So this was a second option. Third option of creating a pivot table is you first convert your data into table. So I click on insert, click on table. So it will, how tables are created. If not, please go through my earlier video on how to create and manage tables. I'll say, okay. So it creates this table. Now, either you go to design section and you click on summarize with pivot table. You can see this. So it opens the same window that we have seen earlier. So it is using a table. Or not from the design section, you can go to insert and click on pivot table. It will again open the same window with the table being selected. Now you do not need to select the range because it will automatically select the table that is available. Okay. So I'll just go back. I'll just convert this to range once again. So we have seen three ways. First was through insert tab from where you can select recommended pivot tables and pivot table for a range. Okay. So where we have not converted it to a table, where we have used recommended pivot table and pivot table. Then the third option that we saw was through the table, wherein we first converted this range to a table and then use the design tab to create the pivot tables, or you can come back here on the insert pivot table option and create a pivot table from a table. Okay, that was a third option. Fourth, as we always do, is using your keyboard. So if I use my keyboard, I need to click on Alt N V. Can you see this? So what we need to select is, once again, I'll show you Alt N, which will go to the insert tab. And then for pivot table, it is V. So I will click on V. It will open the pivot table. Again, if you have to open the recommended pivot tables, Alt N, and you have the option SP. So recommended pivot table is SP. So I click on SP. So it opens the recommended pivot tables from where you can select the ready-made pivot table which has been suggested by your system. Okay. So these are 4 ways in which you can create pivot tables in Excel. Yeah. Now, in the next session, we'll try to see the various sections that are available in pivot table so that we get acquainted with it. Yeah. So hope you understood how you can create the pivot table in Excel. Pretty simple. Hardly took 2 steps to create the pivot table. Hope you understood the various ways in which you can create a pivot table. Hope you like the video. Do like it, share it across with your colleagues who want to learn Excel. Comment if you want me to cover any of the topics which are related to pivot tables, or if you want me to cover any topics within this 365 days of Excel journey. And yes, do not forget to subscribe to my channel because that's how you are going to get all these videos directly to your inbox. Thank you so much.